Omanyaba.
Yeah.
My name is Lady Lisa Apia. I am the Deputy Chief of Staff and Director of Marketing in the Omanye Royal Kingdom. Welcome to another episode of Time with Her Royal Majesty, Queen Vickylextar, Beatrice Okan-Sowa.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here with you.
It's a pleasure to be here as well.
Today we're talking about International Women's Day. This is a day that is celebrated on March 8th annually all around the world to celebrate the political, economic, social achievements of women in history and today. And so, Her Royal Majesty, when it comes to International Women's Day, what is your vision of the day, and how do you see, is there value really in celebrating a day for women? Is there value in having International Women's Day?
Absolutely, yes, there is value in that. And for me, it's a day where we celebrate not just those who've made it to the top, like the Nobel, winners and all that, but even the women in the communities that help others, the unsung heroes. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's a day to recognize. And so I would wish that each community will find someone, a woman who's even just prayed for him or her, or even fed them when they had, or encouraged them, or even a hug or something, or there's some women who go out of their way to help so many people. And yet nobody sings their praises because they haven't got a popular name. Yeah. So for me, a day like that, those are the people that is priority to be celebrated. Of course, in addition to those, the stars and all as well.
That's amazing. For a long time, for me, understanding my place in society as a woman was very challenging because I felt like what was important was to show that I can do what a man can do and I can do it even better. And so I felt like I was always competing with men that I had in my life, but just generally like a pressure almost was on me that I have to show that I can do better than men, until I met you a couple of years ago and you completely changed my perspective on that. And I remember it's one of the first conversations that we had, and now my perspective has changed completely. And I want you to share more of what your thoughts are on gender equality, because I'm sure there's a lot of women who are watching who have the same understanding or who had the same view as I did in the past. But I want you to share with them so they can learn as well what it really means.
Sure, we'll do, but please, no daggers. Indeed. I mean, at the end of the day, when you build something, you make the next one better, right? The men were made from dust and we were made from the refined ribs, right? From their side. So that goes without saying. I'm not. However, when it comes to gender equality or the rights of a woman, it's important to understand that a man is a man. God created a man for a purpose. God created a woman for a purpose. So in knowing who I am, I don't have to be like the man. I believe there's 80% of everything a man can do, a woman can do. The same way 80% of whatever a woman can do, a man can also do. There's a 20%, approximately, that is for men only to do, which I don't want to do. And there's a 20% for women only to do. So together we're equal, but we don't have to be like the other person to prove that we're good enough. But we understand indeed who we are. We're able to work together with the men without feeling like we're in competition to be like them. No, we were made wonderful like that. So let's be women who are proud of themselves and rise to the top without being afraid of the other gender.
Amazing. So yes, a completely different perspective than what you learn in textbooks about women equality or gender equality. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
So now, when it comes to being able to support girls, women around the world, what can you see as the top priority that we should be turning our attention towards to be able to support the rights of women and girls around the world?
So when we talk around the world, it's quite broad, right? Because there's some areas as well where the need is different. There's some places where the women are still being abused just for being women. Yeah. So the need there is completely different from where we're just trying to encourage the women as well to rise to their full potential. Yes. One of the problems or the challenges I found in work with different organizations is the fact that now we focus more on the girl child. As great as that is, now we're creating the vision, girl child and the boy child. Because now they feel, how come they're giving it to the girls and not us? We are good enough too. And so now it's like we're reversing history instead of creating the balance. So that's why with Omanye, when we're doing scholarships and we're actually doing girl empowerment, we're not just giving scholarships to the girls, but we say, for example, top 5, top 10 girls, top 5, top 10 boys. So they see a healthy competition as opposed to, so even if I do better, I'm not going to get because I'm a boy. And this creates a lot of background problems. So today we see a lot of places to where, the women are doing so well in school and they're qualifying, and that's beautiful. We are so proud as women to see, wow, more girls than boys. But then what happens is that these girls also qualify with great achievements, and then they want guys with that same achievement, but we didn't give the guys that opportunity. And so then they get frustrated because they feel the guys are below them. But if in building the girl child up, you build the boy child up as well, together we are raising a healthier community. So that's when you stands in empowering the young people.
That's excellent. It's really all about balance, and that's really what's going to make a difference in the long run. And so you spoke a bit about education, but are there other areas where Omanye is making an impact other than education to be able to support, as you said, not only women, it is International Women's Day, we know this, but to support humanity? Are there other spheres in our society beyond education where Omanye is playing a role?
So much as, yes, we support both sides, yes, we're supporting the women, but then to support the women to stand strong, we support the people they work with. Because if we don't train the women to be comfortable working with the other gender, then we're actually not helping the women. They can only function where they are only women. So the women are still a priority. It's a Women's Day after all, right? So again, in training is very important. So yes, we talk about education, healthcare, and all that. It's really important that we bring these women up to understand again who they are. For me, one of the most important things is about knowing your true value, knowing who you are, you're able to overcome many. Otherwise, you go with what social media says or what somebody else says about you. And people have gone through experiences where they've been talked down, things have been said to them, which seem to be manifesting in their lives. However, coming to a place of understanding who they are is part of what Omanye does as well, to bring these people, to train them, to make them understand that confidence. And mentorship is another thing we do as well. So mentorship from young age to as old as needed to get them to that place. Because when you train the women to be strong, they're able to train the others as well underneath them.
Wonderful. So in closing, is there a word or an encouragement? Because there are women and girls all over the world who are watching this. Is there a word of encouragement that you want to share with them?
Well, so happy International Women's Day. And to the girl child, I say you are beautiful, you're worthy, and you deserve all the great things in life. You may be going through challenges. The challenges should not define you, but rise, see each challenge as an opportunity to grow, to see what really is inside you and what you can do with it. And if you can't do it alone, that's okay. Reach out for help. Get help so you can rise to that next level. If your life is rosy, find somebody else to help who needs that help. So happy Women's Day, and let's celebrate one another and uplift each other.
Happy International Women's Day. If you have any questions for Her Royal Majesty, you can go ahead and put them in the comments and we will respond to your questions. We'll see you in the next episode.